Hey guys, Chris Norwood on a journey to hear every song ever recorded, and we got some. That was a wild intro, right? We got some Slipknot news. We got over on nme.com. I'm giving them credit where credit is due. They've got a video of Corey Taylor of Slipknot fame singing along to Duran Duran's Rio backstage, and he also talks about the new album, or someone, not Corey, but they're talking about the new Slipknot album being a effing masterpiece. So there's Corey Taylor also goes on to bash the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, saying it's basically catering to pop acts, and the only time that they enter a rock band is when they cave under pressure. I don't know that I necessarily agree with them on that. I think there's a lot of great rock and roll bands in the Hall of Fame. Yes, I've talked with people in reality, which is rare for me, about how it's sort of the pop music rock and roll Hall of Fame, and I kind of get that, but I don't really have a problem with pop and rap being included in there, and other genres as well. It's, I mean, it is what it is. But if Slipknot don't want to be in there, that's cool. Do they deserve to be in there? Oh yeah, they do. They definitely do. They are definitely, for me, they're a top 20, at least top 30 band of all time. So definitely deserve it. But if they don't want it, they don't want it. So that's cool. Definitely getting some crazy vibes about this new Slipknot record. Although I've got to say, I listen to every rock band ever. But Slipknot really, I feel like they are a little bit, and they're doing it on purpose. They're very misleading when they build up a new record. And I'm not saying that the records are bad, but the way that they talk about them beforehand, it can lead fans to be disappointed. And when I see stuff like this article where they're saying, we're just saying this album is the greatest thing of all time, and this is Slipknot's master plan put into the works. I don't like hearing stuff like that. I don't want to go into a record thinking this is Slipknot's magnum opus of the inglorious kind. I don't want to hear stuff like that. Yes, I want to hear the artist pumped up about what they're doing, and of course, every record's always the greatest thing they've ever done. But come on, Slipknot, you really kind of, like Stone Sour and Slipknot kind of switched places around Volume 3, where I was hearing that, Stone Sour is for the lighter stuff and Slipknot's for the heavier stuff. And that was not the case. Slipknot started getting lighter, and Stone Sour were kind of on the same level. Like they're almost as heavy as Slipknot. So I kind of want to not hear anything about the Slipknot record until it comes out, because Clown and Corey in particular, they kind of like to weave this weird story about the records that maybe can lead you to be disappointed in a record, or lead you to be kind of confused about what they're trying to do on the record. So I'm not sure. They just kind of, their interviews and their kind of cryptic wording of things, I'm sure it's part of the act and it's part of the show, and it's just part that I'm not really enjoying. But I am excited that we're hearing stuff. I'm excited that we're hearing stuff. Again, I don't want to, I'm not being negative, I just don't want to hear, this is the greatest album of all eternity. Don't say that, because I'm going to listen to it, I'm going to think, this is one of your better albums, but it's not the greatest album in all eternity. So don't do that, guys. Don't make your fans be let down by a great album. Put out a great album and tell people it's great. Don't say it's like mind-blowing insanity. I'm still super excited. Again, not meaning to be a negative Nancy. I'm usually very positive, and I love Slipknot. I was saying they're top 30, top 20. I was saying they're actually number 23 in my list of my top 230 favorite artists. Slipknot are 23. They're up there with some heavy hitters. And speaking of Slipknot, man, this upcoming tour is crazy. I kind of wish that I had kind of skipped seeing them last time to see this new lineup that they've got coming. It's very exciting. Maybe we'll talk about that some more in some future Slipknot videos. Maybe my lips won't be so chapped in those videos. Maybe I'll shave. Maybe I'll bathe.